I see in the small cap space, particularly, we've seen some of our higher growth, high tech names really expanding beyond, I think, the realm of what's reasonable valuation wise. So we've taken back some of those, and we've continued to look in places and opportunities where there's still opportunity for growth. And I think on the vertical software side, that's a place that I'm really interested in. And even on the consumer side. So just dialing up the cyclicals a little bit. But I don't want to abandon the high quality focus that we have. We're long-term investors, and we believe in quality returns through a cycle.
Let's talk specific names, because you do have a list of the biggest holdings you have, at least for the mid caps right now. I think number one on the list is SiteOne. SITE is the stock symbol.
Correct. SiteOne is a great company that's actually benefited from everyone staying at home and making home improvements. They're a company that does a lot of lawn garden supply for both the professional and the consumer. A lot of people have been freshening up their home space, since it sounds like we're going to be there for a while.
In terms of other themes that you're seeing here, health equity is a name that you like too. How much of that is because of the current healthcare crisis that we're seeing, and how much of that is just a longer-term play that you've seen?
For me, this is a longer-term play. We see just a continuing shift towards high-deductible plans and companies wanting to manage their healthcare costs, and health equity does a wonderful job of doing that.
I know in terms of themes for software, you like what you say is vertical software, not horizontal software names. You want to describe the difference?
Sure. So, with the coming of the pandemic and everyone's working from home, we saw a lot of adoption of what I would call horizontal software. That's software that could apply really to any industry. So think of Zoom or Microsoft. We had a real scramble towards adopting these newer technologies, DocuSign, and you saw the stocks move in tandem. What we really like are the vertical software names, and these are companies that do domain-specific software. So software for, specifically state and local governments, for example, or infrastructure or insurance or banking. These companies have really strong domain expertise. They know their customers inside and out, and that allows them to compete really well against the larger behemoths. We think that they have, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, we think that generally speaking, too, because they have kind of a more concentrated market, they have great earnings power and really wonderful profitability that we expect to see over time.
Five9, that's one of the stocks that you hold most closely. Is that kind of fit into that framework there?
Yes, absolutely. That's contact center software. And it's a company that's, an interesting, benign competitive landscape. There's a lot of barriers around this space. And obviously, with working from home happening, you saw the need for cloud contact center software, and these guys are the leaders in that space. So they've really benefited.
And finally, Old Dominion, that's the freight line is also one of your big holdings. How would you explain why you like that one so much?
I think the network effects is probably one of the strongest business models that I can think of. And Old Dominion has incredible service levels. And in an economy where supply chain is so critical, they really play they're a key provider in that kind of a environment. So I love that network effect. It's really powerful.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.